Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael.
My name's Wave.
And welcome to an exciting episode of Friendship. What the podcast today is to ask, are you afraid of the dark?
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's Goosebumps, never mind. Sorry. I don't remember the Are You Afraid of the Dark one.
Did it make music?
I feel like there was music that happened. Oh, maybe.
The candle went out, maybe? Goosebumps was the campfire, right?
Yeah, that feels
and
right.
Then Are You Afraid of the Dark was the candle that went out. Why would they do that to kids? Can you imagine your kid now watching that show? Or what age was she? I wonder what rating they were. But what age did you have to get to where you'd be like, yeah, you can watch the show?
I feel like I read Goosebumps at like 8 or 9.
Yeah, they were marketed towards us.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck this puppet. I'm not trying to miss this.
Why is that? That is one of the most popular ones too.
Yeah. Because it fucking haunts you.
I remember the
one.
one
They did a show, and I saw it there, and I was like, no.
I remember the one where they took a picture with a Polaroid, and like anybody that took a picture with the Polaroid like died. It was the front page was a Polaroid picture of a family barbecuing, and they were all skeletons.
Skeletons, right? Yeah. Boy, they don't make literature like that anymore. Now they're all humping vampires.
Are You Afraid of the Dark could be considered harmful for children under the age of 12. However, season 1 was 10 and up.
Someone can blame.
Someone's like, what the fuck? That's not what we're talking about tonight. Cleve, what are we talking about tonight?
It has been a while, and I'm really going to test you on this one. Today, Michael will be guessing the horror franchise, at least, based off bad movie reviews. Spooky October.
Thank God. Steve doesn't watch horror films. That's why Michael has to do this.
What's funny is, like, I've picked some that I've seen. Because I'm like, if I've seen it, Michael saw it. If I've seen it, everyone's seen it.
I'd like to say I've seen a good amount of horror films. I would say my weakest would be like the big ones. Like I saw some of the Halloweens when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw one of the Friday the 13th when I was younger. I saw when they fought each other, which was terrible.
Mm-hmm. It always is. It's never a good one.
Hellraiser, I've seen the original, but nothing after that.
So I will say, all of the movies have at least 2.
Okay.
So franchise might be too strong, but at least it's not like one-offs.
Yeah.
Where you have to try to like...
Not Attack of the Killer Bong. I got you.
Right.
Seen that one too?
Of course you have.
Well, I had a real, like about a 3 to 4 year period in which I collected all of the horror films I could find in the Walmart $2 bin. Like the $1 DVD situation. And a lot of times it was like 15 horror classics, and you'd never fucking heard of a single one of them. And I watched a lot of those. Mainly while inebriated.
If you give me The Killer, we'll go with that.
Okay.
That's fine. First movie, only one review for it. Since there is precious little character or plot development to pass the time between stalking sequences, one tends to wish the killer would get on with it.
I feel like that about a lot of the stalking kind.
Well, how many stalking kinds can you think of?
It has to have at least more. It has to have more than one movie. That was the suspense behind Strangers, right? Was like that it was just them constantly being stalked. Like it was like they'd just appear in rooms and shit. And that mind fucked me. That was well done. Part of that. I'm gonna guess we're talking Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees. What'd you say?
I said, "Oh, we are not.
Damn it.
We are talking the Halloween franchise."
Oh, that's fair too. They both. I feel like both of them are like, all right, just fucking
Well,
stab somebody already.
I feel like not that I'm the expert, but that Myers was very stalkery, and Jason was very just like slow and trying to get there.
Yeah, that's 100% accurate. That Michael Myers was methodically stalking you because it was like getting him off a little bit. Fucking Jason Voorhees like, I'm gonna get you. Come back here.
What was that?
In fairness, he was pretty much just a corpse, so like it kind of
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is an indication
all
how
right.
tonight's gonna go. I'm gonna do great, guys. I'm gonna fucking lose tonight.
Next movie, 2 reviews.
Cats.
No, not Cats. I just like the first one. I didn't watch it. Wrong movie I chose. And then it says I watched movie from 2010, and I can't delete review from it. So there's a little clue there.
I'm just gonna throw one guess out immediately. 28 days later.
No.
Okay. There's a bit in The Office where Pam accidentally walks in the movie theater and watches 28 Days Later instead of 28 Dresses. Or yeah, I think something like that. And or she rents it and watches it. And there's a whole bit.
That's a good one. The next clue, hopefully these two put together.
Yeah.
Jason is way better.
Oh, Jason versus Freddy then.
It's one franchise.
Oh, it's just one franchise.
And the review is Jason is way better.
So Freddy Krueger, like Nightmare on Elm Street.
The Nightmare on Elm Street. That's correct. You
honestly,
but you were on it.
I have watched one of the Freddy Krueger franchise. Didn't understand that he was a chomo. After I found out he was, like, I have zero interest in that franchise. Like, I'm good,
fair.
thanks. I don't need to watch. Yeah. Anyway.
Let's just scroll up and down. We've got 12 total.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 2 reviews. Worst film ever. Fell asleep for 15 minutes. Got bored in the middle and finally received a headache because of how unbelievably boring, dull, and unfun this was to watch. Never again in capital letters with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exclamation points. The next review, unless you're feeling ballsy, might as well, I guess,
So one out
take
there.
one off the list.
I'm trying to think of like franchise, like just ones with. I'm gonna say Paranormal Activity.
It is Paranormal Activity.
Yes! Fuck yeah!
The next review is, this was painful to watch, and if it scares you, then you must be about 4 years old. It's almost as bad as the first Blair Witch, and that was awful.
Okay, the first Blair Witch was revolutionary. It is not a great franchise, and yet it is a guilty pleasure of mine. I did enjoy watching that whole franchise.
I saw the first one and the third one.
Okay.
There's one where a little toy train goes by, and that sticks with me, of course.
I think the scene that stuck with me was the Xbox 360 Connect, and you see all the green dots going out in the infrared.
I don't remember that, so that must have been the same one. But I remember distinctly because I don't go see these movies.
Yeah.
That I had a girlfriend at the time, and we went to go see the first one. And I remember every time, I guess I'm 4 years old, but every time we got to the bedroom, I was like,
Oh no,
right now.
this movie was it was scary. It was good at being scary. It was good at like. Here's the thing: these movies I feel like came out right around the same time like the Saw series came out, and so you
Mhm.
split your horror audience from jump scare people to like I like gore, and that's actually what's removed me from the horror genre a lot of the time is gore. Like I'm not a fan of it. Jump scares all day. I think it's fun.
So yeah, we were looking at the theater, and it was the scene where, and they do it in the trailer too, where the girl's like leg starts coming out of the bed, and then she's pulled out and then pulled down the hallway. And I looked at my girlfriend at the time, dead in her eyes, and said, "You'd be gone." And she was like, "What?" And I was like, "What?
Move.
What do you want me?
We move.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah. No, I'm out. Bye.
You're selfish. If you want me to
What?
try to save
And
you, it doesn't even want me."
I would say what's crazy is throughout the franchise, I believe it's just specifically that like that her and her family, not like who she's
Yes.
married to, that like this demon is after, and she's just like dragging her children along and her like her husband and like
Again, I remember this very distinctly the first one because I watched it in theaters, and when they called the ghost specialist, and he was like, "I've got to go." That's what I knew. That like I also had to go. Babe, look, I'll check on you. I'll call you back,
so
and then he ends up dying. So I'm like, this is what you wanted from me. It was
this
like,
is how you wanted this to go down. So the genius behind Blair Witch, by the way, right, was that they got the world at the time, it was late 90s, they got the world to believe that this was found footage. Like it was the first time that they really did like a found footage style movie.
mhm.
And I remember, I think I was 10, 11 when I saw it, and it like shook me. Like I thought, holy shit, there is something out there in the woods like that is down to just fucking murder people for funsies.
I'm not convinced that's not true, but continue.
Fair enough. No, and then Paranormal Activity tried to do it, and it was fine. I remember their big marketing was showing infrared video of like people in the theater
Mhm.
and like someone throwing up because they got so scared, and like it was this whole. Like, it was
There was
very
Blair Witch, that one, and then what's the
Cloverfield.
one? Quarantine?
Cloverfield did it too.
Cloverfield too. But Quarantine, like,
Although, okay, Cloverfield was pretty obviously not real, but you're right. It was Quarantine is the one.
and I remember it was the same girlfriend. Funny enough, we watched it at the house, and she was going to the bathroom, and I was like, "Hey, um, before you come back, I know that you would think it would be really funny to like stand in the doorway and like lunge at me like they did at the end. I could curl up in a ball. I could punch you in the mouth. I don't know which one. So let's just come back to bed normal. there's there's no need to try. You know,
We
there's no need to find out.
We gambled with our lives all the time, scaring the shit out of each other because of movies like that. I fucking
Yeah.
stood outside the window of my brother's bedroom and just stared at him for fucking like 10 minutes until he looked at me. And fucking that boy fucking jumped through that window. It was, but anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like I could cry like a girl,
Oh, yeah.
or I could fucking fight for my life. I never know. I don't know, so I can't.
I don't
warn
know
you.
what happened to me today.
I watched that fucking Texas Bushman, and like sometimes people jump and they laugh. Sometimes people swing. It is what it is.
Like the haunted houses, man. You have to mentally prepare yourself not to start swinging at people.
Yeah, no, that's why I don't go. Next movie, 2 reviews. So stupid! Exclamation point. Only relying on its gore, bad acting, bad plot, and very unrealistic.
My guess is Saw, because that's how I feel about that whole franchise.
It is not Saw. Next review is a film with no narrative or artistic merit, meant to titillate those who derive enjoyment from meaningless death and violence. It's a tough one. This is a tough one.
Yeah.
That's not Saw. Yeah, immediately like.
Very cool.
Would the year of the first one help you? I can help out like that.
I'm gonna guess. The Hills Have Eyes.
It is not The Hills Have Eyes. Does The Hills have eyes? Have more than one?
It does. That's the second.
Forgive me,
It has
I don't know.
I think it has a third one, and it was straight to DVD.
I'll give you a second guess. It won't count towards your points, but it might make you feel better. Wrong. It is Final Destination.
Oh, I always found those ones really fun. They also do really fuck with my head because I can't drive behind a semi truck now with
of course.
logs.
Yeah, that's the problem is that they put these real situations in where you go, oh, I'm just gonna take this exit and wait 10 minutes and then I'll continue my drive.
Shit has fallen in the garbage disposal. I've looked at my wife and like, it's gone. We'll get something new. We're good.
Yeah. I'll shut the whole power down. Yeah, the house first.
Good. I don't need it. Yeah, that one always made me laugh more than anything because it was like ridiculous situation. Like a bird kept fucking slamming into a window, and then like the fucking crane came down and killed a kid. Yeah,
and that one made so many.
So many. I think they came out with one within the last 5 years.
Let me see. At least 6 off the top of my head. Or maybe just 5. Maybe just 5. In 2011? So, but you don't know.
There's a 6.
So. There's?
It just told me there was a 6. Maybe not.
When did 6 come out?
Oh, maybe it's people wanting a 6.
There's an IMDb page for it. Maybe they're working on a 6. Oh no. I'm very confused.
Fall production starts in fall 2023. It was delayed because of SAG.
Gotcha.
So they are still coming out with the series. Good.
Which says a lot. Next franchise. It's gory and intense if you love that. If you're looking for a decent plot, 6 Ellipses. Yeah, there we go. You can take a swing. I can read the next review.
I'm gonna say Friday the 13th.
It's not Friday the 13th. While the twists might have been fresh at the time, this movie's amateur style and ridiculously thin plot have not aged well.
Escape the Green Room. I didn't have a multiple though. Never mind.
No. So gory and intense. If you love that, if you're looking for a plot, not so much. Very amateur.
I think I'm gonna keep guessing Saw, and it's never gonna be Saw, but Saw. Oh, thank God!
It was finally Saw. Now you can quit guessing Saw and guess something else. I'm just gonna start doing
Saw has like
guessing
gratuitous fucking violence that's just unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
It's just unnecessary gore, and it's fine. It's fine. My wife really enjoyed that series. I mock her for it.
There's another one. She gonna go see it?
No, she won't see it without me, and I'm not gonna go fucking see those movies. I put my foot down. I don't see those. I watched one of them. I think it was the first, and I'm like, I'm good. I don't ever need to see these again.
Okay, next franchise. A franchise with such longevity implies that there was a good movie at the start of it all. Not this time.
I mean, I can only think of like 3 movies that have super longevity to it, so I'm gonna guess Friday the 13th again.
It was Friday the 13th. And then the next review says Friday the 13th set the tone for the modern slasher flick. so you know which film to blame for all these lousy horror films.
It is not
Good job,
great, but
Michael.
they're okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying like the classics, like those types of scary movies, I just they were never my jam.
Uh, capital letters. The gun was empty at the end of the movie. At least make it realistic. Ruined my whole day. Never watching this movie again. The mom was hot, so I'll give it 1.5 stars.
uh,
This one is giving you the whole ending. So, but how long ago was that?
Halloween.
And it was not Halloween. We've already done Halloween. What a waste of a guess. I can't sympathize with blank. Uh, I'm gonna. I can't sympathize with the murderer. I find him obnoxious.
Scream.
Oh, it's not Scream.
Ghostface killer. The Ghostface is annoying.
One more for funsies.
Sure.
One more guess. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
one more guess. The gun was pink in the end.
Let me go ahead and highlight this one red because I don't feel it coming. Child.
Jeepers
play.
Creeper. Oh,
No, we don't talk about Jeepers Creepers because apparently it was directed by a pedophile, and
that's a shame.
that
It was
was
a solid. The first one was
and,
pretty solid.
and that was after he was convicted. Somehow he got chosen to be a
Oh, okay.
director.
Cool.
Yeah, I know. Rose fucking sack of shit. Anyway, I found that out. I was like, wait. So he got in trouble for it on set, went to jail for it, went to court, and then was allowed to direct this movie. Anyway, see. Okay, I'm gonna read one review first and the other one. The scariest thing about this festival of loose ends is the thought of uh, just how much have gotten lost in translation.
This is. It's one of two.
Huge hint hanging there.
Yeah, it's one of two. I feel like.
Guess one, and I'll read the other review.
So The Ring.
It is The Ring.
Which is fair because the Japanese version is pretty different, I feel like.
It says, watching The Ring won't kill you, but it will bore you half to death.
I find that franchise was actually probably one of my favorites, just because it was engaging.
Is that the
whole
one
time,
with
I felt
Jennifer
like.
Love Hewitt?
Sure, that's her name.
Oh, look.
I don't. Yeah. Maybe.
She was the one from I Know What You Did last summer.
Why am I even talking? No, Naomi Watts. Are you thinking of The Grudge, maybe?
Then she was in the other one. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, if she was in the one, and she's in the other one. 2, 3, 4 more movies.
The Grudge had Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh, well then, fuck, I'm wrong all around. I don't know these things.
Maybe I'm gonna go back to The Ring and see if I'm wrong.
No, because The Ring's the one with the little boy.
The one that meows is The Grudge.
Okay,
the little boy that meows is from The Grudge.
No. The little boy that was like her son. Sorry.
Yeah, that's
right. What a weird thing, by the way. Just a little boy like meow at the...
It's a Japanese thing, man. That's fucking, some weird shit going on. Their films are intense. Anyway.
Yeah. First review. by far the most overrated horror film of all time. Just
Oh,
curious to see if you can nail it from there.
overrated. Leprechaun.
No. I thought about putting them on there, but no, I didn't.
I'm the leprechaun. Damn it.
Um, they say this is the scariest movie of all time. No, it's not. It's not scary. There's not scary stuff. It's as scary as a pile of kittens. But that's not why I don't like the movie. I don't like the movie because when I saw this movie, I was thinking, God save me from this seemingly endless nightmare of a movie. Couple of hints in there.
Was there?
When you know the answer, yeah. When you don't know the answer, probably not. Comment down below if you got it. And leave a like.
Critters.
Thinking.
Critters.
It's not Critters.
There's a second Critters, I believe.
There is a second Critters. I think it went straight to fucking VHS, but yeah.
Sounds about right.
The Exorcist.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Poltergeist was scarier. Yeah, I can get on board.
Yeah.
Does The Exorcist have multiple movies?
Mm-hmm. They got a movie coming out this year. Wild, huh?
The only thing scary in the Exorcist movies is the Catholic priest.
Mm.
Oh. Topical.
If the people who made this movie were half as clever as they seem to think that they are, this would have been a much smarter movie. Isn't it though?
I'm doing so bad at this today.
Isn't it? You know a couple.
So much smarter.
What movie thinks they're real fucking clever, but some people can say that they're not.
Anything that Shyamalan's a part of.
Unfortunately, The Village did not get a sequel.
I'm just trying to run fucking horror films franchises through my head now.
Look up horror movie franchises. You can have a key. It's fine. You're guessing the ones you've already guessed.
You already
anyway,
said
so
Child's Play.
Mm-hmm.
Scream.
It is Scream. That's correct.
Because the villain ends up being fucking.
Well, and they're like, oh, horror movies do this and horror movies do that, and now always watch out for slasher films because this will happen to you. They still do that, by the way. Did you ever maybe watch that one? Still do it. The second review was, while Scream is far from Wes Craven's worst film, there are far too many contenders for that title. It certainly is its most overrated.
There are a lot of people that like the Scream franchise.
My wife is one.
My wife is too. We should send them to go watch the other one, the new one.
No. Yeah, I bet you could. And I could just stay home with my kids, which is what I like to do way more than any of that.
100%. I'll go see the fucking Paw Patrol movie.
So the first review says, this and the second one are just stupid movies that are far from scary.
I'm going to go back to the Leprechaun.
There's not a Leprechaun.
Leprechaun's the dumbest fucking premise.
I'll help you out because there's only two left. Leprechaun's not on here.
Really hold on
the next review is, yeah, the original really sucks AF. The reboot did a lot better. That will give you a real tears, not this one. So it's a movie that got rebooted.
Yeah.
The original sucks.
Keep waiting to say Halloween. But I know we already did Halloween.
We did already do Halloween.
Reboot. Original sucks. It.
It is it.
The original wasn't supposed to. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know what show I need to go on is the Actually show.
Yeah.
I feel like I have something to
you
fucking
nail
say
that.
and everything.
I tell you what, let's watch an episode and we'll play along
I do bad.
at home.
I do bad. I play it all the time. Don't worry about it. It's fine. By myself. I've watched all the episodes. I think I'd still fuck it up.
If they don't ask you about the 5 categories that you're a real
fair.
big fan of,
That's right. They do cater it to who's coming on. By the way.
Yeah.
And
nice. I feel like you just have to pick a sentence, and most of the time you pick the sentence.
Yeah,
right.
They definitely do.
Okay, so last movie, 2 reviews. The characters look like they're straight out of a nightmare. I didn't want to watch, but I couldn't look away. I won't be able to sleep for days.
Characters.
Yes. Nailed it. I can see the wheels turning.
The Thing.
That's not the thing. Although the cast is stellar, this movie is confusing, poorly crafted mess that's creepy and boring.
Ben Affleck was shit in Phantoms. Oh, Phantoms didn't get a sequel. Never mind.
It's like a motherfucker.
Tales of the Crypt.
It's not Tales of the Crypt. Tales of the Crypt was a movie? The movie is Cats. Thank you so much for watching, everybody.
How did I guess the meta of this goddamn fucking thing, and then at the end I forgot?
Leave a comment down below. You can hit us up on all of our social medias. We have a Facebook, Instagram, and X. They're all Friendship Supreme, except Twitter has no eyes, the word friendship. All eyes go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Friendship Supreme. I've been Cleve.
I'm Michael, and Meow McCavity.